What's going on, guys? This is your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. Look like Kelsey Mitchell was forced to respond after a cryptic tweet is pretty much making headlines. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. It looked like Kelsey Mitchell is back in the news, but this time it's involving some social media drama. Now, if you guys don't know, Kelsey Mitchell really don't be on social media like that. She don't tweet. I don't believe she got a podcast. She kind of just stay out the way and play basketball.
The words went viral on social media. When someone shows you who they are, trust them right away. The WNBA community was quickly thrown into a frenzy by Kelsey Mitchell's cryptic statement, which sparked intense debate and made fans reconsider her previous contentious remarks, particularly those directed at Caitlin Clark. This wasn't only an informal post. Everyone was left wondering if a long-awaited apology or explanation for her alleged disrespect was finally imminent, or if this was only the start of a much bigger, more intimate revelation about her future and feelings toward her team.
Kelsey Mitchell really don't be on social media like that. She don't tweet. I don't believe she got a podcast. She kind of just stay out the way and play basketball. It's very similar to Caitlin Clark. Now, many people were saying a tweet that she put out is sparking rumors in regards to her future in Indiana. So if you guys don't know, Kelsey Mitchell has found herself in numerous headlines throughout the season. Some people saying that she was sneak dissing fans. Now, we seen it at the closing part of the season in a press conference of a clip with her, which I'm going to play in a minute. And we seen it come.
Mitchell's usual online persona is very different from the tweet that was made a few hours before. She is renowned for avoiding social media turmoil, tweeting seldom, and participating in public conversations. Red flags were instantly raised by this abrupt, direct statement from someone who is typically so reticent. It suggested a deep-seated frustration or a profound personal revelation she felt driven to communicate, breaking her long-standing silence in a strikingly public manner that requires an explanation.
This is that set tweet. Now, in this tweet, she states some things, man. She stated, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Now, I don't know what she's talking about, but many Indiana Fever fans is definitely scratching their heads right now. Now, do I think Kelsey Mitchell should have done this? So right now, I don't know. But it ain't looking good for Kelsey Mitchell because just like I stated, man, that was a few months ago, roughly 3 months ago, she said this.
Although Mitchell's remarks had previously caused controversy, they were much more blunt. If you go back a few months, you'll remember her famous quote, "We all we got, we all we need." At the time, it seemed to be a call to action for team unity. However, the delivery's context would eventually reveal a more troubling, even insulting undertone that is stuck in the minds of both fans and commentators, especially in light of this new, mysterious message.
But it ain't looking good for Kelsey Mitchell because just like I stated, man, that was a few months ago, roughly 3 months ago, she said this right here, which I'm about to play this for y'all right here, bro. Let me blow this up. I'm about to play this for y'all. This was Kelsey Mitchell a couple months ago. Listen to this.
In the huddles, we're all we got, we all we need.
Yeah, so we all we got, we all we need. Yeah.
We all we got, we all we need. We all we got, we all we need. Where Caitlin at? Caitlin ain't there, is she now? I think we all know Caitlin's hurt right now, right? Yeah, she ain't been there since July. Listen.
The following follow-up that specifically mentioned Caitlin Clark's absence was the real pain of that. Caitlin ain't there, is she now?
Mitchell was heard asking.
I believe everyone is aware that Caitlin is currently in pain.
Yes.
Since July, she had been there. This was more than an observation. It seemed like a jab, suggesting that without Clark, the team's resilience and strength were somehow superior or more genuine. This sentiment did not sit well with many onlookers or the fan base.
We got, we all we need. Where Caitlin at? Caitlin ain't there, is she now? I think we all know Caitlin's hurt right now, right? Yeah, she ain't been there since July. Listen.
how did that kind of come about? And do you
Um,
remember when you started sharing that message?
Probably might have been after somebody got hurt. I won't even lie to you. It was early on. I think it was when CC got hurt.
When Caitlyn got hurt, you started saying we all we got, we all we need. Now we can't forget about that, bro. So that was a couple months ago. Now going back to this tweet right here, she stated, when people show you who they are, believe them.
It was widely regarded as a serious act of disrespect to casually downplay Clark's significance, particularly when she was out due to an injury. It creates a narrative of us versus her inside the team dynamic, minimizing Clark's contributions and thereby devaluing her existence. Many people's perceptions of Mitchell's betrayal and lack of empathy have persisted, which paved the way for the intense scrutiny currently directed at her most recent, more ambiguous social media statement.
Who they are, believe them. Now, let's check out some of these comments. One person said, yep, WNBA has shown people who they are. Somebody said, you speaking about yourself, you're nasty. Oh, no, sorry, guys. I'm not going to read that. Somebody said, one of Maya Angelou's best quotes, love you, Kels, and hope you stay with the fever. Somebody said, so you're coming to the dream. We'll treat you right. So many people is already insinuating that Kelsey is done with Indiana, bruh. Now, there is an article, too, if I can pull it up.
Now, the WNBA community is ablaze with hypotheses in response to her recent cryptic tweet. Her first-time remark is being seen by many admirers as a direct declaration about her future in Indiana. Comments range from you talking negatively about yourself to enthusiastic supporters saying things like, so, you're coming to the dream, we'll treat you right. Mitchell's previous remarks seem even more worrisome in light of the emerging consensus that she may be indicating her resignation.
So you're coming to the dream, we'll treat you right. So many people is already insinuating that Kelsey is done with Indiana, bruh. Now, there is an article, too, if I can pull it up, that has went viral, man. Has went viral about this whole topic here. Now, this is the article here. And this article states, Kelsey Mitchell cryptic posts have Fever fans reading in between the lines. Now, Kelsey Mitchell is a free agent, bro. She's definitely a free agent. And it's a lot of WNBA players super.
This tweet's timing is especially crucial because Kelsey Mitchell, one of the numerous WNBA players experimenting this season, is presently a free agent. This fact gives her enigmatic letter a lot more weight, turning it from a simple personal complaint into a possible declaration of intent that might change both her own career path and the Indiana Fever squad. The enormous curiosity sparked by her internet activities has only been heightened by her silence over her future.
She's definitely a free agent, and it's a lot of WNBA players, superstars, that are free agents this year. Now, I'm not going to put out there and say that she's leaving, but let's read what this article stated. It said, it's hard to imagine without Kelsey Mitchell on his roster. The Fever drafted number 2 pick in 2018, and we already know all the great things that she's done. Now, it says the same can't be said about Indiana Fever now. After drafting Leah Boston, Caitlin Clark, so on and so forth. Now, Mitchell is no stranger to making cryptic media posts. Last November, she
intensifying the drama even further. Fans were reading between the lines of an article on Kelsey Mitchell Crook that went viral very rapidly. The public's perception that Mitchell's tweet is much more than an idle musing is supported by this official media coverage. It verifies that her remark is being carefully examined for hints regarding her discontent and possible departure from the company, transforming a social media post into a significant news item affecting her team. It's interesting to note that Mitchell has before experimented with cryptic social media. Her Instagram post from November of last year, which said, play, no play, only one motto over these waters, made headlines. Fans were likewise moved by that comment. Confused and unsure of her future, exhibiting a tendency to express her frustrations, or once indirectly. The present conjecture surrounding her most recent equally mysterious statement is only heightened by this history of disguised hints. Mitchell hasn't said anything since her mysterious tweet was posted, despite the enormous public reaction and numerous interpretations. She hasn't provided any more background information, an explanation, or an apology. But this ongoing quiet is unsustainable. The huge response implies that Mitchell will have to answer in some way because this tweet is expected to become a focal point for journalists and fans in the run-up to the new season, demanding an explanation. The Mitchell is under increasing pressure to speak up and offer clarification. Every action she takes will be closely watched due to the ambiguity of her tweet, her status as a free agent, and her prior provocative statements. Her mysterious message is further complicated by fans' desperate attempts to figure out whether this tweet is an implicit apology, a farewell, a personal disclosure about a deeper issue, or possibly connected to her participation in a new league like Unrivaled. Just looking at her social media history reveals a lot. Prior to this current outburst, Mitchell hadn't shared anything on X since tweeting about an injury she sustained during the Aces series on October 1st, where it was necessary to carry her off the court. This extended period of inaction highlights the seriousness of whatever caused her to ultimately break her digital silence with such a heavy message, making her abrupt, powerful confession even more noteworthy. Mitchell didn't merely publish the mysterious statement on X, which adds to its intentionality. Additionally, she posted it on Instagram, where she has more than 122,000 followers. This intentional choice to disseminate her message on several significant platforms highlights the fact that her remarks were a well-thought-out statement meant for a large audience rather than a passing idea. It shows that she had a specific goal in mind, making sure the public perceived her as strong yet ambiguous message. Rather than being a personal non sequitur, this dual-platform posting strongly implies that the enigmatic message is unquestionably basketball-related. There is little doubt that the drama unfolding is directly related to her future with the Fever or the larger WNBA landscape, as Mitchell's deliberate dissemination across both X and Instagram suggests she intended for this sentiment to be widely recognized and interpreted within the context of her professional career. The questions surrounding Mitchell's previous remarks regarding Caitlin Clark are only heightened by her current quiet. Nowadays, a lot of people are reviewing the "we all we got, we all we need" statement, questioning if this recent tweet is a deeper explanation for her paradoxical behavior, an oblique confession of sorrow, a discreet apology for prior perceived slights, or possibly a hint that she herself feels disrespected, making her earlier statements even more sardonic and demanding. This whole situation is heavily influenced by her free agency status. Kelsey Mitchell's market value and future team options could be greatly impacted by her cryptic statement and the fan reaction that followed. Thus, the stakes are extremely high. Her statements have generated a narrative that she will surely need to publicly address, regardless of whether she stays with the Fever or transfers to a new brand. This will affect how potential suitors view her and both her present team and herself. This cryptic message serves as a significant turning point even though it is not an outright apology. It has compelled fans and the media to examine Kelsey Mitchell's prior rude words about Caitlin Clark, forcing a re-evaluation of her character based on her actions. Regardless of the message's final significance, it has sparked a flurry of debate, calling for clarification and laying the groundwork for a moment of reckoning that might result in a sincere explanation or even an apology. The general consensus is that Mitchell's most recent cryptic statement portends poorly for the Indiana Fever, particularly following a quiet offseason. Her past use of hidden signals and her present freedom-ambiguous message. Rather than being a personal non sequitur, this dual-platform posting strongly implies that the enigmatic message is unquestionably basketball-related. There is little doubt that the drama unfolding is directly related to her future with the Fever or the larger WNBA landscape, as Mitchell's deliberate dissemination across both X and Instagram suggests she intended for this sentiment to be widely recognized and interpreted within the context of her professional career. The questions surrounding Mitchell's previous remarks regarding Caitlin Clark are only heightened by her current quiet. Nowadays, a lot of people are reviewing the "we all we got, we all we need" statement, questioning if this recent tweet Clark, Caitlin. There is more to this than just drama on social media. It's a pivotal moment in her career that calls for openness and possibly a long overdue apology. Kelsey Mitchell has the upper hand. The WNBA community is eager to see if this cryptic post is just a tease, or if it actually portends a sincere apology or a thorough justification for her previous actions and future goals. Her narrative will be defined by her choice to speak or keep quiet, leaving us all to wonder if she will at last provide the responsibility and transparency that supporters have been wanting.